It's a little warm in here, and it was scheduled to start at 7, so appreciate that. When I changed the venue, we were thinking back to the last swearing-in ceremony we had, which was at the media center, and it was stifling hot in there, so I said, well, let's go to the middle school auditorium. I didn't realize it didn't have AC, so I apologize for that. We do have some fans, hopefully moving a little bit of the air. I'm going to not have my hat on for the whole thing. I get a headache, but okay. So I want to thank you, Chairman Bramwell, Mary Steele, and Mr. Units for allowing the fire department some time here tonight, especially since it's not an official meeting, but I do appreciate that you're still allowing us to have the ceremony tonight. So thank you very much. Representative Howard, thank you for joining us. I also want to thank Superintendent Joe Bayetta and the school department for allowing us to use this facility, and also the town clerk, Lucia Longhurst, hiding off in the corner in the shadows. Thank you for being here tonight to conduct the swearing-ins. So we have a number of firefighters who have completed their year of probation and will be sworn in this evening. We also have a number of officers who have been recently appointed, and they'll also be sworn into their new positions tonight. Lastly, we have a number of service awards to be given out recognizing members who have been here for 20 or more years. So I'm going to pause before I go into that and just ask Chief Burgess, can you stand for us? It's great to see Chief Burgess here in the front row. And so he was the town's second fire chief with Chief Gomes right over here. The town's third fire chief. Appreciate him being here. And I didn't even recognize him because I don't know if I've ever seen him other than maybe once or twice in my life in his uniform as Chief Keene. Yeah. So these service awards are awarded jointly by the Mass State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski, the Mass Fire Service Commission, chaired by Rating Fire Chief Gregory Burns, and myself. They are given out to recognize years of service in 5-year increments, starting with 20 years of service. So tonight we're going to start with the swearing in of 3 new firefighters, new firefighter paramedics. And I say new because all 3 of them should have been sworn in over a year ago. So as a rule, we swear in the new fire personnel after they have finished their fire academy training in the year of probation. As you get older, time definitely seems to fly by. So I do apologize to these firefighters and their families for the significant delay in getting them sworn in. I know that this simple ceremony, coupled with a loved one pinning of the badge, is so important and memorable part of a firefighter's career. So tonight we'll get caught up to date by swearing in 3 of the firefighters eligible for swearing in. We also list in the program 2 additional firefighters who couldn't be here tonight but are due for swearing in. That's firefighter Sam Nelson and Christopher Jones, and they'll have to get sworn in at a later time. So at this time, I would like to call firefighter paramedic Michael Kanata and his mother Patty to come on up. So firefighter Kanata was hired on September 25th of 2017, and he's been a great addition to the department. So if you'll turn. Oh, hold on. Patty, hold that thought. You got to get sworn in first. Okay, Patty, now you may pin your son. So you want to take a walk over here? Would firefighter paramedic Matthew Butler and his mom Susie come on up, please? Matthew, we've come a long way from Little League games, huh? Well, Matthew grew up in town here, and again, it was a great hire. So Matthew was hired on September 11th of 2017, a date that he's not going to forget, I'm sure. So at this time, Lucia. Hey, Lucia. Do you want a microphone? Do you want a microphone? Okay. All right. Would firefighter paramedic Joshua George and his girlfriend Megan Harcum come on up, please? Firefighter George was hired May 29th of 2017. So again, sorry for being so late.
Thank you, Chief.
Congratulations again, Josh. So before we commence with the swearing in of our new officers, I'd like to discuss the meaning behind the insignias that they will be wearing. The pinning of the badge concludes every promotion ceremony. It's unique to the fire service, a tradition. In the fire service, duty, pride, and tradition are important principles to pass along to each generation of firefighters. Officers wear insignias on their uniform to indicate their rank or position of authority. These insignias, in their meaning, are universal to firefighters, but generally the public knows little of their significance. Ever look closely at the collar of a fire officer? If you did, you'd see a bugle or a speaking trumpet pinned to their dress uniform. The more bugles you see, the higher the rank. The tradition goes back through centuries of fire service, and yet today, personnel continue to cherish its significance. The history of these insignias can be traced back to the early American fire service when speaking trumpets or bugles were used to communicate on a fire ground. The bugle was worn around the officer's neck so that they could direct the fire ground operations, and they were therefore very easily identifiable as being the ones in charge. So at this time, I'd like to start by having Lieutenant Christopher Ferrara and his wife Jamie come on up, please. So Chris has been a member of the permanent department since September of 2006. He was promoted to acting lieutenant on April 8th of 2018. He was promoted to permanent lieutenant on July 1st of this year. He is assigned to Group 2, and like the other 3 lieutenants, he is stationed at the Weatherall Fire Station in Chartley, which is newly opened. The lieutenant rank has 1 bugle, and I'm happy to be able to present Lieutenant Ferrara's the badge to Lieutenant Ferrara's wife, Jamie, to pin on him after the oath is sworn in. This time I'd like to call Jason Robbins, his wife Jamie, and his children Jordan, Jackson, and Jarrett to come on up and join him on the stage. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, Jamie. Jason has been a member of the Permanent Department since September of 1997. He was promoted to lieutenant on July 1st of 2015. He was promoted to acting captain on April 8th of 2018, and he was promoted to permanent captain effective September 1st of this year. He is assigned to Group 1, and like the other 3 captains, his primary duties are to act as the shift commander. The captain rank has 2 bugles, and I'm happy to have given Captain Robbins to his wife Jamie and their 3 children to pin it on him after the oath is given to him by the town clerk.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jason Robbins, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as captain for the town of Norton Fire Department. I will obey and be bound by rules and regulations as are now or may be established by the town of Norton and its fire department. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and to the Charter and bylaws of the town of Norton, so long as I shall be captain of the department, so help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Captain Robbins. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call Captain Mike Wilson and his wife Krista to come forward, please. So, Mike has been a member of the Permanent Department since January of 1994. He's been our EMS director for many years. Mike was promoted to permanent captain effective July 1st of this year. He is assigned to Group 3, and like the other 3 captains, his primary duties are to act as the shift commander. Again, the captain rank has 2 bugles, and we have Krista's going to pin him after the oath is given. Thank you.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Michael Wilson, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as captain for the town of Norton Fire Department. I will obey and be bound by rules and regulations as are now or may be established by the town of Norton and its fire department. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and to the Charter and bylaws of the town of Norton, so long as I shall be captain of the department. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Might turn to the audience more so they can see it. Extra $5 if you draw blood, Krista. So, congratulations, Mike. Could I have Captain Craig Blake come forward, please? Sir. So, oh, I got it hiding over here. There we go. So, Captain Blake has been a member of the department since January of 2009, the permanent department. He's been a member of our one of our department mechanics for many years. Craig was promoted to acting captain on December 17th of 2017, and he was promoted to permanent captain on September 23rd, 2018. And again, the captain rank has 2 bugles, and I'm going to be happy to pin Captain Blake after he's sworn in.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Craig Blake,
I, Craig Blake,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties
all the duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as captain
as captain
for the town of Norton Fire
of
Department.
the town of Norton Fire Department.
I will obey
I will obey
and be bound by rules
and be bound by rules
and regulations
and regulations
as are now
as are now
or may be established
or may be established
by the town of Norton
by the town of Norton
and its fire department.
and its fire department.
I will bear true faith and
I
allegiance
will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United
to
States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Massachusetts,
the Constitution of the State of Massachusetts,
and to the Charter and
and
bylaws
to the Charter and bylaws
of the town of Norton,
of the town of Norton,
so long as I shall be captain of the department.
so long as I shall be captain of the department.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Captain. This time, I'd like to have Deputy Chief Benton Keene and his wife Michelle come forward, please. See you, Shelley. Congratulations, Ben. Ben has been a member of the permanent department since November of 1979. He was promoted to lieutenant in March of 1991. He was promoted to captain on April 1st of 2008. He served as the acting deputy chief from September of 2004 through October of 2005. He was promoted to permanent deputy fire chief with an effective date of September 1st of this year. The deputy chief has 4 bugles, and I'm happy to be able to present Deputy Keene's badge to his wife Michelle to pin it on him afterwards.
Repeat after me. I, Benton Keene III, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as Deputy Fire Chief for the town of Norton Fire Department. I will obey and be bound by rules and regulations as are now or may be established by the town of Norton and its fire department. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and to the Charter and bylaws of the town of Norton, so long as I shall be Deputy Chief of the Department. So help me God. Congratulations. You're welcome.
This time, I'd like to call Chief Simmons, his wife Rebecca, and son Caleb to come forward, please. So, Chief Simmons is going to be sworn in tonight as the 5th permanent fire chief for the Norton Fire Department. Shawn has been a member of the permanent department since December of 1998. He was promoted to captain on July 17th of 2011. He was promoted to provisional deputy fire chief on December 17th of 2017, and he was promoted to permanent deputy fire chief on March 10th of 2019. He has been appointed as the next permanent fire chief with an effective date of September 1st of this year. The fire chief has 5 bugles, and I'm happy to have his wife Rebecca and son Caleb pin him after the swearing in.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Shawn Simmons, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as fire chief for the town of Norton Fire Department. I will obey and be bound by rules and regulations as are now or may be established by the town of Norton and its fire department. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and to the Charter and bylaws of the town of Norton, so long as I shall be chief of the department. So help me God. Congratulations. Well done.
So, you can shake all their hands on the back. Okay? Congratulations. Nice job. So at this time, I'd like to ask Chief Simmons to give you all a speech.
I promise it'll be brief. Definitely not that tall. So I just want to thank everybody for coming here tonight to celebrate the milestones in the careers of several of our members. I want to recognize the hard work that you have all done to receive the appointments to your positions and congratulate all of you on your accomplishments. I would also like to thank Chief Sliker for his 45 years of service and wish him well in his retirement. I am sincerely honored, humbled, and excited to become chief of our department. We have such a great group of skilled people that do excellent work and provide vital services to our community on a daily basis. I look forward to leading our department and working with all our members in the town departments, boards, and committees in pursuit of our mission to deliver the highest level of medical care, fire suppression, and rescue services to our community, while doing so in the most safe, effective, and efficient manner. My vision for our department is that of one with a reputation of success and synergy, a progressive organization that other departments would want to model, and one that firefighters and EMS providers would compete for the opportunity to work for. And most importantly, one that we build together as a department and a community. Thank you all again. I hope you all have an enjoyable and safe night with your family and friends. Thank you.
So at this time, I'd like to go ahead and start presenting the service awards. So Rebecca? So I've asked Chief Simmons to stay up here with me. He's going to get the first one. It's a 20-year pin as he started with the department in 1998. So Chief Simmons. I'm only going to read the one certificate. They all say the same, other than the names have changed to protect the innocents. So it's the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Fire Service Commission presents the Massachusetts Firefighter Service Award to, and it says Deputy Chief Shawn Simmons, because that's what he was when I applied for these, Norton Fire Rescue Department. In grateful appreciation and recognition of your 20 years of dedicated fire service as a career firefighter, on behalf of the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, this the 22nd day of August 2019, and it's signed by the Fire Marshal, the Fire Service Commissioner, and myself. So congratulations.
Yep.
That's that. Okay. Maybe else I can set that one down. And you get a pin that you can wear on your dress uniform as well that signifies your years of service. So at this time, I'd like to request the on-duty captain, Captain Fuller, come forward, please, to accept his 20-year service award. Captain Fuller has been with the department since January of 1996. Would Captain Blake please come forward to accept his 20-year service award? Captain Blake's been with us since March of '99. Somewhere thereabouts. Would Captain Robbins please come forward to accept his 20-year service award? Captain Robbins has been with us since September of '97. Is Lieutenant Wood with us tonight? Lieutenant Wood, come on up, please, and accept your 20-year service award. There's 4 blazing spotlights. I can't see anything out there, so congratulations, Bob. He's been with us since February of '97. How about Firefighter Rob Crowley? Okay, so Firefighter Crowley's been with us since '97, and we'll make sure that he gets his 20-year service award as well. And Firefighter James Peterson. Here's Jimmy. Jimmy's been with us since April of '99 and gets a 20-year service award. Captain Kent Campbell in the audience? So Captain Kent Campbell would have received a 30-year service award this evening, and we'll make sure he gets it. He's been on the department since June of '85. So. Captain Mike Wilson? Captain Wilson's going to receive a 30-year service award, been with the department since December of '87. Lieutenant Andrew Burgess in the audience. Okay, so he's going to receive a 30-year service award as well. He's been with us since November of '87. Firefighter Richard Medeiros? Nope. Okay. Same thing, he's getting a 30-year service award. He's been with us since June of '85. How about Scotty White? Yeah, 3 in a row. Scotty White would get a 30-year service award as well. He's been with us since November of '87. So. Firefighter Ed Burgess? Firefighter Burgess is getting a 35-year service award. He's been with us since July of '82. Would firefighter Kevin Schleicher come forward, please? And yes, I am his better-looking older brother. Congratulations, Kevin. Kevin's been with us since July of 1982 as well and is getting a 35-year service award tonight. Deputy Chief Benton Keene, come forward, please. So Deputy Keene is getting a 40-year service award tonight. He's been with the department since July of 1975. And I was going to duck it, but at this time I'm going to have Chief Simmons present to me my 40-year service award as I joined in 75 as well. So,
Chief Schleicher, 45 years service award.
That's an inside joke, isn't it? All right, so in closing, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Mr. Units, the Board of Selectmen, and the residents of Norton for their ongoing support of the fire department. Nice fire stations and good equipment don't make for a great fire department. Don't get me wrong, you need both. What makes a fire department great are the firefighters who staff those buildings and man those apparatus. Your fire personnel are as good as they come, highly trained and very professional in all aspects of the job. To all the members here tonight, thank you for being here to show your support as we end one chapter and start a new one under Chief Simmons. You have made me very proud to have been your chief over the last 8 years. It is each and every one of you that makes the Norton Fire Rescue Department the great department that it is. I also want to thank my administrative assistant, Becky Mowry, and Captain Wilson for their assistance in getting everything ready for tonight's ceremony. And I also invite you now at the conclusion to join us all out in the cafeteria for some light refreshments. Thank you very much for being here. I know it's a little long. Thank you. Well, I had Mike there, but I told him that when we drive once, we had it. If I could have all the firefighters come up here for a group photo, Chief Simmons would appreciate that, as would I. So if you could all come forward. Deputy Miles LaConte, come on up as well, seriously. Actually, we can even do it on the stage. Eddie, want to come on up? Woody? Yeah. Congratulations, y'all. No, you got to get where you can see it, though. Linda, we're going to let you decide. Do they need to be on the steps here, or what do they need? That's fine. Yep. Hey, John. Good to see you. Everybody's coming out, man. I know you're heading out on vacation, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. All right, which camera? We smile or not? You get right in there. Get up here, Kevin.
I am dying. Make this quick. Thanks, Maria.
Where do we look? Where do you look? Just steer off into space.
What are you looking at?
Just a wee bit warm in here. We still have a couple of additionals coming up, so if we give a second. Where's full? It's full. Want to sit right in front, Chief?
Yeah.
Chief. Right here, okay? In front, Chief.
Fall out of that chair. You tried. I mean, you're a
Fly right in
politician.
there.
You're a politician, right? You tell him to-
Is this on?
Be careful what you say now. I take
It's
that.
not now. Oop.
How we got you doing that?
Don't do that, huh?
If we can get there, we need more.
I'll get to it.
And anybody who wants a picture with their family up here can certainly get it.
All set?
What, you got 3 more days?
Next Wednesday is my final day in the office, and the following Saturday is No, so I've got the 1 year. So I'm going to take days. So we're kind of watching here. I've got a few honeydew things, and Linda's got 1 more year to teach us. We did 2 weeks in Italy and a week in I love it. Oh, really? Hey, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you. How you doing?
Mike, I'm taking your class. Going left. Oh, good. Start with Mike. Yep, that's great. I live in Adam.